We would like to see most of the human race killed off because it is unworthy. It is unworthy of the gift of life.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. See all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe Word with Jason Rouse.
No sports?
What's the question?
Hey!
Do I?
Hey, everybody. This is Jason Rouse, and welcome to the video version. What is this? Maybe episode 3 or 4 of the Safe Word podcast. Lukas Mccrary?
Correct.
I said it right.
Rouse?
With an R.
Oh, okay. Rower.
Some people say Rose
Right.
or Roose. Mm-hmm. I haven't had Rose in a long time.
Ruse.
I kind of like Jason Rose.
Be a stripper name.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, you only saying that because the Red Rose Strip Club
Right. Yeah, maybe.
and the Yellow Rose,
Right. And then the Jason Rose.
the Jason Rose. What would that strip club look like?
It's for women. It's just beefed up dudes getting
so
sweaty.
It's like a lumberyard with bears in it.
Yeah. So
Just-
it's kind of dual purpose because you can have the hot guys for a show and you're also getting some work done.
I think the club should be called Dual Purpose.
Yeah.
Have you been to a strip club?
I haven't actually.
Really?
I really want to.
Oh fuck!
I know. I'm waiting for the right time.
I'm the right time.
I'm scared
No,
to
don't.
go to a strip club with you.
It's like going to a graveyard with the Reaper.
Right.
No one's gonna bury you.
Right. Right.
Thanks for coming down.
Of course. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
I have to tell you though, your episode 500 of Kill Tony, one of the best performances I've seen of the year.
Oh, stop it.
It's true.
You flatter
You
me.
smashed it.
Thank you.
You smashed it. Is your folks supportive of your creative endeavors?
They are. They're very supportive.
Now, because you got a little internet heat on you, because before, I don't know, for me personally, like, I grew up in a family that was all trades, factories, steel workers.
Yeah.
And to do stand-up comedy was just like no one had any aspirations to do the arts in my family. I don't think there was any artists in my family. Nobody was really drawing. That was looked at as probably a waste of time. So for the first couple of years, I really didn't tell anybody what I was doing or anything like that. Now, you're, how old are you now?
24.
24. Mm-hmm. Oddly enough, June 25th of this month will be my 25th anniversary of doing stand-up comedy.
Wow.
I've been doing comedy a year longer than you've been alive.
You started in 95?
June 25th, 1995 in
Wow.
Vancouver, Canada.
Wow.
Did my first show. You guys can put that on your don't give a shit list. But it's been a crazy journey. You've been doing comedy for what, 2-3 years now?
3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years, yeah. Everybody's a little wonky because of the
The old panty.
the panty.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to defang it, but I
Yeah.
call it the panty.
Yeah. Sounds kind of cute.
COVID is a little more dramatic, but panties kind of
Yeah.
like panties.
Yeah. It's kind of cute, a little sexy.
I like panties.
Yeah?
I'm a panty guy.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm a no panty guy.
You're no panty guy. I appreciate a woman in underwear.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want everything all over the place.
Right.
I don't know. You moved to Austin.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does that feel?
It feels really good. That's
Feels
the right
good.
move.
Yeah.
Right choice.
Most definitely, right? What would you
Yeah.
tell any comedians that have been doing comedy for 3 or 4 years, living in other states than Texas and Florida?
Stay where you're at. Don't come here because there's already a lot of comics here. But I don't know, just because I don't want the competition.
You don't
know?
want any competition.
Yeah, I don't want it. But honestly, it's a very good opportunity to come here and just do it. There's, I don't know, I'm talking to the people. Do it. Come here. It works out.
Move.
And
as you saw last night, where are the women?
There's no female. I think, like, literally,
4?
at Kill Tony, there was literally one signed up for it.
Yeah.
Unless there's more in the crowd, but
Yeah, if there's anybody that doesn't want any competition, would be the 2 or 3 female comics,
Right.
that are on the radar here,
right. I've thought about transitioning just to get booked more.
Yeah, but everybody's transitioning to get booked more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Transition like in. Yeah, if I just do, I've worn women's clothing and makeup multiple times, but
Right.
I don't know how that would improve on my career. Like, because the bottom line, funny is funny.
Right.
You don't want a quota
Right.
spot.
Right.
Unfortunately, the women are completely eclipsed by the male dominated, and it's not like they're being ostracized or pushed out of the scene. There's just not enough of them.
Yeah.
And the ones that are here are very good.
Yeah.
And we need more ladies.
Yeah.
It's very cock and ball,
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah.
And you, how come everybody here looks like a slob?
You think so?
I think so.
Are you talking about the comics or just anyone?
The general Austin, Texas looks like a charity store, like used clothing store.
Yeah. Yeah.
don't
I
know
mean,
what it
it's
is.
I think it's just the hip.
It's a
style.
fashion thing, right?
Right.
But it was like, are you familiar with the show Degrassi?
Yeah.
Okay, how come everyone in the city looks like Degrassi? Like 80, 86, 87 fashion senses.
Right. I don't have the visual of 87 Degrassi.
Oh,
I don't know if I agree with that question.
Are you a next generation Degrassi? Like Drake Degrassi?
Right. Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
the first
oh,
Drake that I know. Or first Degrassi that I know.
First Degrassi,
Yeah.
yeah. I auditioned for that with Drake, oddly enough.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
For the paralyzed guy?
No, I was in the audition room waiting for my turn, and they were clearly auditioning because they were rebooting the show, and I distinctly remember Drake and his mother, I think, was there. And I was auditioning for the part of a drug dealer. Yeah, you shaved your
sense.
legs today, but it's a little patchy.
I did. Yeah, it's very patchy. I didn't do a very good job of it.
You got to get some clippers and just run it like you're painting a fence.
Yeah.
And do it in.
Yeah. Have you ever shaven your legs?
I've shaven my legs multiple times. I had pubic lice one time.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Is that crabs?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
crabs. And the first time
You're so excited.
I had crabs, I think it was 2 or 3 times in my youth. But yeah, we didn't know. I didn't know anything about crabs.
So what do? You just shave it all off
No,
and then
it
you're
didn't
good?
work because you. What my friend did, because he contracted so many STDs that we called him the doctor. So we would get all his old prescriptions of penicillin to clear up any chlamydias and
Right.
things like that. And I'll never forget this. I'm on the phone looking at my pubes, talking to him, and he's walking me through a diagnosis.
Yeah.
So he says, what you do is you pinch your nails, or you go to the base of the hair, and you pinch your nails, and then you pull up on the hair and look at your fingers, and there was a little crab in the fingers, and it was like a transparent crabby thing. It's terrible. I know, it's awful. It's awful.
Yeah. I didn't know people got crabs anymore. I thought it was like an old sailor STD.
Look at me. I'm an old sailor.
What
Semen.
decade was that you got crabs?
That was probably 1990.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was awful because
Yeah.
I'm a pretty clean, tidy person in general, but the women in my hometown were very ambitious with cocks. And I don't know, maybe the crabs were, and then like chlamydia a couple times.
Right.
And that's it. I've been clean, since I get blood tested every year,
Yeah.
like any healthy person would.
Yeah. I just got tested.
Yeah?
Like 2 weeks ago.
What
All
kind of-
clean.
Yeah, all clean.
Yeah.
It's a relief. I thought I
is.
had AIDS for 2 weeks
Oh, why?
because one of the whores I was dating from my hometown. A great way to find out if somebody's cheating on you is if they give you a chlamydia.
Right.
So I got unknowingly from a previous relationship contracted chlamydia, and then dated a new girl who'd been in a long-term lesbian relationship for many years. She hadn't been with a man or anyone else for a number of years.
Yeah.
And we were about 2 or 3 months in our relationship, and she'd been going through some blood work, just some general tests and stuff like that. And she'd called me and told me that we had the clap. So now I'm pissed for a couple reasons. I know definitely my ex-girlfriend was cheating on me. And not only that, now I've alienated this new relationship with this new woman. And then she pauses and says, there's also that we might have a rare strain of HIV. HIV-2, it's an East African strain of AIDS.
Jesus.
You better go get tested. So now I think that this cunt that I dated has killed me now.
Yeah.
And this other woman unknowingly. So I went and got tested, and it was like 10 working days. And if they don't call you, you're clean. And then it was on an off day, so it ended up being like 12 or 13 days in total with the weekend and everything.
Yeah.
And it was a terrible time for me.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
And condoms breaking on, like, just drifters at bus stops and no. I don't know. But what do you have a... I can't help myself. I'm going to have some more water. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to incurable diseases. This recent blood work you had, it was just a regular blood test, or were you concerned about any COVID-related things? Or
No, I went and got the whole panel of STD testing because I've been seeing this girl and we wanted to
Step it
not,
up.
not use a condom anymore. Yeah. So we both went and got tested and both clean.
That's great.
Yeah.
Birth control?
I believe so. Yes.
I believe so.
Yes. Yes, she is actually. Yeah.
Babies are way worse than the
Oh yeah.
clap.
Yeah.
If you had a choice between raising a child for 18 years or having crabs once a week for the rest of your life, crabs would be
Like 24 hours once a week.
48 hours of crabs. So you're going to lose a night's sleep just from the constant scabby itching.
Right.
Because they burrow in. I almost threw up. They burrow in to the hair follicle next to the skin.
Right.
And make a little meat hammock.
So 5 days out of the week, I'm not contagious.
Yeah, but everyone knows.
Everyone knows?
I told them. I got a newsletter called "You've Got Crabs."
Right. Lukas has crabs.
That's cool. You got a lady.
Yeah,
Is she local?
she is.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is she dressed like she's homeless?
No, she dresses very nice. She's a hostess, so
Ooh.
she dresses up.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's got a full set of teeth.
Yeah. Yeah. Teeth,
Wow.
hair, eyebrows.
Let me guess.
No mustache?
You met her at a gig.
I met her on Tinder.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just got banned from Tinder.
Why?
I'll tell you why. And I didn't know this. Mr. Shitlips, who just walked out the door.
Yeah.
I don't know when you grant access to your photos. I've got Boomer's asshole in there.
Right.
So when you open up your
Wait,
photo,
who's Boomer?
that guy with the gaping asshole. Haven't you seen Boomer's asshole? Oh, you haven't seen Boomer's asshole?
No.
I'll show you after
Can we
the
pull
show.
it up on the TV?
I wish we could, but it would probably shut down the internet. Here, I'll show you. So, a friend of mine who's in show business. Do you ever watch the show Letterkenny? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he Boomtown.
Okay.
He's Boomtown, the big muscular guy on Letterkenny.
Okay. And this is his asshole?
This is his asshole.
Jesus Christ.
There's Boomer there. You recognize him clearly, right? He plays
Yeah.
Boomtown. So that guy has this asshole.
That picture's a lot less than I was expecting, so I'm very grateful.
Well, I have. We're doing Gaper shirts and stuff. We're doing full merchandise. What are these codes called?
QR codes?
Yeah, I got this QR code. So it's going to be the entire back of the shirt. So when you step into somebody's photo shoot,
Right.
the QR code will drag you to thegaper.com, which is active now. So family
great.
photos are going to turn into a nightmare.
Great.
I'm going to die alone, is what I'm getting at.
Are you seeing anyone right now?
I've been watching people.
Through the blinds?
No, nothing. Nothing. I'm not really cut out for our comedy social circles. There's clearly a I don't know. I don't see anything I really liked.
Right.
I'm picky.
Yeah.
You know, I'm an old fuck.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I'm not big on drunks.
Right.
Is your chick like a slosh pig? Like, does she drink wine in bed and cry and pussy fart and stuff? No?
No, just the right amount. It's not too much.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she doesn't come home all sloppy with hot dogs on the front of her shirt going like this?
Right.
No.
Yeah. She holds it well.
She holds it well.
Yeah.
Are you a drinker?
Every now and then. Yeah. I'm more like I drink pretty consistently, but not a lot. Like I'll have like a drink or two most days. Mm-hmm. But I've been trying not to the last few days just to see what it's like to not.
Yeah, especially from like just the how many of your peers in your comedy circles are alcoholics? All of them?
I don't know if they're at the level where they're alcoholics yet, but if they keep going down the path, they could be.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of people in their late 20s starting to get sober.
Right.
Which is usually something you do in your 30s.
Right.
But these guys have redlined it so hard
Yeah.
that they are cutting the... I haven't had a drop of alcohol in 4.5 years.
Wow.
I almost got arrested a couple of times.
For not drinking?
For pissing all over the Four Seasons lobby in the hotel.
Right.
I don't want to do that anymore.
Take it to the Marriott.
Take it to the Marriott, the Holiday Inn Express, and just take a shit in the mailbox. What's next? After like clearly things, you've been popping in and around the state of Texas doing shows in Dallas and Houston and
Just Houston so far, not Dallas yet.
never been to Dallas?
Not yet.
Neither have I.
Yeah?
I haven't really been anywhere outside of like Pflugerville
Okay.
to Austin, and that's about it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's all right, but I do want to see the rest of the United States, and I'm hoping that by September, October, I'll have a chance to go visit places like Kansas and where are you from again?
From Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Where's Montgomery from?
He's from Tennessee also.
Yeah.
We both went to the same school.
No way.
University of Tennessee, yeah. In
How weird
Knoxville.
was that conversation? Because he's what, 4, 5, 6 years older than you?
I think he graduated 10 years before I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. I think me and him don't have the best chemistry, so the conversation like should have lasted longer. And I was like,
yeah.
"You went to the same school? Yeah, me too. Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah, but it's not personal. You guys
No.
are just on different frequencies.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're very distinctly not William.
Right. And he's very distinctly not anyone else.
No, you're both very kind of distinct characters in the comedy scene. There's no mistaking you for anyone else. William could be mistaken for a rodeo clown.
Yeah.
He does look like a bit of an out of work rodeo clown.
Yeah.
He's quit drinking.
Yeah,
He's
for
two-
like a week or 2 weeks.
I think he said about 2 weeks yesterday, which is good. You know, you can't be a ginger piss tank.
Right.
People frown
Not
upon
for
it.
too long. You can do it for a decade. I think.
I had a good run. I did it for, when I started doing stand-up, I quit drinking for 6 years. And then when I moved to England, it really opened up pub culture.
Yeah.
Just everything was a pint in a pub.
Yeah.
You have any aspirations to go to Europe and do comedy?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to London like 4 years ago, and I was just there for a few days, and I saw this guy on the street doing comedy to just anybody that was walking
Yeah.
by. It was really fun.
Yeah, and they're very big on like street performers and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like they have a lot of, it's very medieval looking city, so they have these kind
Right.
of court gesture type
Yeah.
street performers that come in from all over the world to do it. It's very embraced. You'll see a lot of amazing street performers, a lot of bad ones too. I love seeing the guys have a bad gig,
Yeah.
and you're like, fuck, there's nowhere to hide here. There's no curtain,
Right.
and you're bombing
Yeah.
in life. I don't want to do that.
It's different than bombing on stage. It's more real.
Yeah, because you're still kind of in society and stuff.
Yeah.
What was the catalyst for a trip to England? Family?
I was studying abroad in Italy, so I went and visited my uncle. He lives like right outside of London, so I stayed with him a few days.
What city outside of London?
Red Hill.
Uh-huh.
Do you know that?
No. Is it north or south?
Oh man,
Yeah. Does it matter?
No.
Nope.
no, I have no idea.
How filthy was Italy?
Italy, I thought was very. I thought it was very pretty. I didn't think it was filthy at all. I was in Florence, so
Oh, okay.
it was.
I heard Rome is
Oh, really?
pretty dirty.
Okay, I haven't been to Rome.
I haven't been to Rome either, but I've been to 25 other countries. So Italy, not really known for their big comedy scene.
No, not at all. There wasn't much of a nightlife in Florence either. There's like a couple clubs. That was about it. Like everything closed at like 8 or 9.
You like to go out at night?
Yeah, decently so. I like dancing.
You like dancing?
Yeah, I'm not very good, but
Nobody is.
no.
Unless you're on X Factor or something like
Right.
that. No, I'm not a dancer. I would do things to disrupt the dancing.
Right, like pissing shit in the Four Seasons.
Don't jump ahead. No, I just bring like a dead animal and dump it on the floor or something like that.
Right.
I used to have a problem, where I would I get pizza boxes and scrape up dead animals, and then bring them. I'd go to people's houses, knock on the door, ring the doorbell, order pizza. Did you order pizza, like a pizza delivery guy? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to eat it, so you guys may as well have it. And then it would be like a spread out animal with the guts and everything.
Jesus Christ. It amazes me that you've ever had consensual sex.
You know what? A lot of people would agree with you, but they come to daddy for the pain.
Right.
That's the problem. Is I'm not. I don't need that anymore. All of it's yeah. There's been some weird nights. Some weird nights. Yeah, we live in very different universes than you. But I think when the rest of the Canadians get here in a couple weeks, we'll all go to the strip club.
Perfect.
Maybe with your lady.
Perfect.
Is she kind of open to?
I don't know. She's bi, so maybe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that just means. Yeah, that could be. Yeah. That might work, right?
it might work.
You might find another thing, especially it's like if you're visually stimulated by naked people, you take that in and you take it home and then you take it out on each other and no one gets hurt.
Right.
I'm not telling you how to fuck your girlfriend, but I do want you to send me a photo of her with a knife in her teeth. I don't know. What is a girlfriend now? What does a date consist of? Like you're living a life that I lived in my teens.
Right. Well, Tinder is usually how I find women. So
Yeah.
I usually just do like a drink or something to just low key. I don't want to have to buy too much.
What do your profile pictures look like? You playing tennis or something like that, or
I have one with me with a dog, so I showed my soft side.
Yeah.
Then one where I'm like standing next to a friend, so it shows that I'm tall.
Okay.
And then I have one.
Good for you. Good eye. I'm taking notes here.
Yeah.
Dog.
I have one of me, a close up of my face, smiling, so that they can get it.
Is that why girls are in their profile pictures with other girls to kind of show the differences?
Or they're with their less attractive friends.
Yeah.
So that it
Tammy Dump Truck, the
Right.
girl who drives us to the bar and isn't blowing all the guys in the back seat.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's always some girl that will suck off everybody.
Right. Usually that was me, but
Really? Well, little Bo Peep.
and then I have one pic of me on stage, shirtless, so it's a little bit of a thirst trap.
It's a thirst trap?
Right.
Wow.
A little bit.
Why were you on stage with no shirt?
It was a very bad open mic that was happening here, and it was all chaos before, so I just matched the chaos.
And took off your shirts.
Right.
You're almost translucent, so they
Right.
could probably see your heart beating
Yeah.
in your chest. So
Yeah.
like, oh, he looks like he's having a good time.
Yeah, I look like a gummy skeleton.
Have you been ever attacked on stage?
Attacked? No. No, I haven't ever been attacked off stage.
Really?
Yeah.
Never?
People don't want to hit me. People have no problems with. They don't want to fight me. I don't pose
Yeah.
a threat to anyone.
What an interesting life you live.
I have no aggressive energy about me.
No, but you're not like, hiding.
Right.
You're pretty outgoing,
Yeah.
conversational person.
Yeah. I think so.
Not right now. You're fucking dragging an anchor across the bottom of the sea right now. I'm gonna have another pause sip. You got sisters?
I have one sister. This is why I'm dragging an anchor.
What how old's your sis?
I'm the youngest, so she is 28. She lives out in Utah.
I'm 28.
Oh, is that right?
No. She lives in Utah.
Yeah, Salt Lake City. So I was living with her before moving here.
Is she fat?
No, she's fit.
She's fit.
Yeah.
And probably tall.
Yeah, she's pretty tough.
5'10" and a half.
5'8", I think.
5'8".
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And
when can I meet her? Would you freak out if I started dating your sister?
yeah, that would be.
Now you're upset.
That'd be horrible for the family because.
Why? You know I'm a decent person. I just got
Well,
things.
she owns a house with a guy, so they're very.
They're
serious.
married?
Not yet. No, because she got married the
I
day
still got a chance.
she got married the day she turned 18. So she's very against marriage now. She married an Air Force guy.
Oh.
Yeah,
And how did that end up?
not well.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah,
Military people, and you're married as a teenager.
yeah.
No kids.
No kids, thank God. They're only married for about 3 years.
How long was your before your mother was pregnant?
What's the question?
How old was your mother when she had her first child?
Oh, she was late 20s.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so it started late, Yeah, my parents are still together. They still love each other. It's very, secure.
Yeah, because were you doing Kill Tonys in L.A.?
No, I never lived in L.A.
But you never made any visits at all. Wow.
I visited once in high school, but way before I did comedy.
you're lucky. You've really kind of, and I say lucky in the sense that once, everything evaporated, all the things that you were seeing online with the Comedy Store and all the excitement, and clearly you've looked at some of the backlogs of the Kill Tony episodes and and now it's all here and the best part of it.
Right.
It's pretty cool, actually. I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what the future of comedy is, and it looks bright, right?
Yeah.
How many open mics do you think you can do in Austin in a week, aggressively?
In a week, you could do 10 to 15.
Yeah. So 2 shows a night, every night.
Yeah.
And then Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Creek in the Cave.
Right.
Vulcan.
Right.
Creeks come together quite nicely, actually.
Yeah, it was a rough start.
Yeah.
But it's coming back.
It was a little choppy out of the gate. Everybody's going through a lot of growing pains right now, and just the industry and stuff like that. Canada is starting to have patios.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's where they're at right now.
Jesus.
Patios.
Wow.
There was, curfews a month ago.
Right.
Now they're opening up some sort of patio.
Are they allowed to leave the country yet?
Look, you can leave. What they're trying to do is intimidate you by forcing you into a 2-week quarantine that you have to pay for in a hotel. So it's like about $3,000 to go home.
Jesus.
So that's why nobody's booking flights. But
Right.
it's not legal. You can literally go home and go fuck off.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Find me, charge me, throw me in jail. It's Canadian law. So it's kind of like doesn't count.
Right.
There's no...
Do they have freedom of speech in Canada?
No.
Really?
No. There's a handful of cases right now where a comedian out of Vancouver...
Made fun of a disabled guy?
No, a couple of lesbians.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if it was geared towards their sexuality, but 2 lesbians in Vancouver are very powerful.
Right.
So I think...
They were at the show?
They were at the show. For whatever reason, the comic... And when I say this is an open mic with somebody who probably sucked.
Right.
And went into some confrontational shit. I don't know if he was... hating on them. I think he physically smashed some glasses on the table. I don't know. Anyway, just some knucklehead who's you'll never hear from him again. But on the other end of the country, the French part, Mike Ward, French-Canadian comedian, is in an ongoing lawsuit with a family who's suing him over a joke that he did in a special a number of years previous to the case.
What was the joke?
There was a young child. I don't know if he's got what Michael's got, Lou Gehrig's disease. I don't think it was Lou Gehrig's, but he has that kind of physicality. It was a muscular thing.
Right.
And he met the Pope and sang the national anthem and all this stuff. Anyway, he was going to die, and he didn't. So...
I think this is the one that I heard about.
Yeah, most definitely. He's been on Rogan, I think, a couple of times,
Okay.
talking about it, multiple podcasts and stuff, and they've sued him for hundreds of thousands of dollars for their feelings being hurt.
For defamation or...
in that line. But it's weird how people can exploit a situation because their feelings are hurt.
Right.
Comedy. But yeah, Canada doesn't have freedom of speech. I didn't know that. I remember because... The comedy chain, Yuck Yucks, you don't take that name seriously? I grew up with that.
I'm sure.
Yeah, well, what about the Improv?
That's fine.
The Comedy Store?
Yeah, but I mean, Yuck Yucks.
It's a yuck. Yucks.
Right.
Like a yuck, yuck.
Yuck, yuck.
I don't know. Anyway, they support freedom of speech.
Okay.
And when I say that, Mark Breslin is probably the only person in the country, in the artist community, that militantly and strongly supports the comedian. First of all, I've had a lot of people yell at me after shows. I've never been fired for doing certain crazy shit. I used to do naked stuff.
Right. You showed me a video.
Yeah, that was the tail end of that experience once I did it on television. But
Yeah.
I would always try and cross lines with people.
Yeah.
consistently with the audience, and some people would try and take legal action and stuff.
Really?
But yeah, no freedom of speech. That's why I'm here in Austin. This is the freest place in the world.
Yeah.
And moving from Tennessee to Austin, Texas, is there any kind of cultural lapse? I know it's still America, but from state to state, you're
Yeah.
dealing with different animals.
Yeah. It's like I was coming to Austin expecting like just hearing about it being a red or a blue dot in a red state.
Yeah.
But like coming here, it's not as liberal as other very liberal cities like Seattle or Portland or Denver. Like those
Is
are
that liberal or just it's kind of trash?
What do you
They've
mean?
liberalized it so much. Is that even liberalized?
Liberaceized, yeah.
Liberaceized. Do you know who Liberace is?
I know he was a gay piano player.
A fucking phenomena, a real rock star.
Okay.
Yeah. If you've watched any documentaries on Liberace, diamonds, just like
Right.
decadent, encrusted pianos. I know, I'm a fan of Liberace. A lot of people don't know that about me, but I'm a fan of him as a person. Anybody who just fucking does their own shit the way they want to do it, and his talents. Anyway, enough about Liberace.
Right.
Who would have thought we would talk about Liberace? Not me. Who's your favorite gay piano player? I have a sneaking suspicion that your music would infuriate me.
You think so?
Yeah, I think a lot of you listen to a lot of crap.
What do you consider crap?
Anything that you've got on your phone would be crap.
Right. I mean, do you listen to anything past the 90s, or are you still stuck in those times?
No. I'm
Okay.
not stuck in anything.
Okay.
And not even genre. I
Okay.
listen to a lot of different types of music. If
Okay,
you had to
that's
look at
good.
my playlist, I'm a fan of just music. I like
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the last concert you went to?
It was in Sydney, and it was
Sydney?
Sydney, yeah.
Australia?
Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you go see Silverchair?
I don't know who that is.
Oh!
Is that an Australian band?
It was after the grunge era. These young, good-looking Australian kids
yeah.
started Silverchair. It was kind of like a Nirvana, grunge rock band, but they had some hits and stuff. I think they still do gigs.
No, I saw ASAP Ferg,
A rapper?
rapper.
Oh, I remember you were gushing over Danny Brown.
Yeah.
Danny
yeah.
was at the show last night.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, and I think Joe Rogan, Alex Jones, and Duncan Trussell were so high on mushrooms they had to leave.
Right. Okay, that explains.
In the middle of Kill Tony.
Right.
And Alex stayed
Right.
high as shit,
That's great.
smelling girls' feet. How crazy
Right.
was that last night?
That was a lot.
That was a
There
lot.
was a lot going on.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought.
I know. A squirrel just ran through my head, too. Are you at all the Kill Tonys since you've been to town? How many
Yeah,
have you
pretty
missed?
much. Yeah. I've missed one or two.
Yeah.
But I try to go to all of them.
It's the hottest show in the world.
Yeah.
You
And it's
know it.
still going on right
Yeah.
here. I was very surprised for it to be going on here, which is very cool. Like, I knew moving here with that going on, I was like, oh, I made the right decision because, like, things are happening here.
Yeah, and at your level.
Right.
You know, there's a great big door
Right. Huge door.
for young comics to do their comedy. You've been petting your leg for 40
wanna
minutes
pet it?
because you did a shave job.
Yeah.
Use
I just used clippers on this. I didn't shave it. I just buzzed it.
You got to use the Veet and hair removal cream.
Oh, I'm afraid of that. I heard it burns.
You remember when you flossed your teeth the first time?
Yeah.
It was a little tingly.
Yeah.
That's what happens with the hair removal cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have my lower back shape of a heart. And then a guy shits on it. It looks like an arrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Big poop dick on the back of it.
Ew.
Well,
My
gross.
My mother's here. Having a shit in a pot. Yeah, Austin's cool. I'm glad that there's because you guys with the Kill Tony show and everything is actually stimulating the underground enough that you guys are actually having chances to shine.
Yeah,
You know.
I think it keeps the comics from not killing themselves because it's something to look forward to,
Most definitely.
which is great.
And I know-
Consistently
we're-
every week.
Yeah, and we're kind of like half-heartedly joking about, but there's a lot of comics that want to kill themselves.
Yeah.
There's a lot of comics that I want to kill.
Right. So you just push them a little bit to the edge.
I whisper into their door until they jump out of a window.
Yeah.
I've had comedians that I've toured with try to hang themselves in the hotel rooms
Really.
because I was they couldn't get away from me. Sometimes when you're traveling with people for long periods of time, it can be a little grating.
Right.
And then if you are in a foreign country stuck with the only person that you know, and they're doing like
Are you a prankster?
this shitting in a bathtub, meaning you're a prankster?
Yeah, the lowest level.
What do you got? Is that a bow
I have a,
on your leg?
oh,
You
it's
got
a,
all
it's a
these
butterfly.
nerd tattoos.
Thank you.
They're all hipster patchwork.
I got that one here in Austin.
And what? A butterfly?
Yeah, butterfly.
I knew. Speaking of street performers, there was a guy in Vancouver that had butterfly tattooed on his head.
Oh yeah.
Killed his wife.
Wow.
Not at the show, but he used to do all kinds of jugglings thing. He's most definitely dead now. He was
Right.
an old man.
Was it a butterfly or the word butterfly?
No, butterfly. Look
Okay.
look at like I would know what the word butterfly looks like. I'm barely literate.
Right.
I used to eat crayons when I was a kid,
Right.
and then shit into a bag and sell them as candles.
Right. You've moved up to markers now, though.
Markers. You ever sniff markers?
Never got into it.
Marijuana.
It makes me very anxious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like it. I haven't smoked for a year now.
Ecstasy.
Yeah. I mean, you can't have a bad time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
Yep. Did it my first time moving here.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
this town is full of blow.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
No. And it's not good. It's not good.
I don't know. I have no bar.
You have no bar.
Yeah.
You just did blow for the first time in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. It was very underwhelming.
yeah.
It's like what I want coffee to make me feel like.
Okay.
Like because I it was so hyped up of a drug.
I say give it another chance.
Okay.
Just get a better drug dealer.
Right.
Don't buy drugs from white people. They're the
Right.
worst. They're the worst. They
What about
have no-
Asians?
Asian people, sure. Opium, heroin.
Okay.
Know your, but don't. White people are like pretty bad.
Right. Well, I mean, there's just more levels that it would have to go through to get to a white person, right?
Yeah. The top dog.
Right.
We'll go out sometime. Maybe we'll smoke opium
Perfect.
with you and your girlfriend,
To
and
the
then
strip
I'll
club?
go to the strip club.
Perfect.
What do you think happens in the strip club?
I don't know. I'm excited. I heard that they show their nips in there, so which would be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
To see boobs.
Boobies are fun.
Right.
I'm more of an ass person myself.
Right.
A girl could have lost both of her breasts in a car accident, but if she's got a good personality and a nice shit locker,
Right. Or that car accident just threw her only her ass onto
how
the
about-
street.
I'll even go down to a torso,
Right.
which is just an oversized fleshlight.
Right.
Have you ever used a fleshlight?
I haven't.
Really, it's an
No.
interesting thing.
Yeah.
That was a big sponsor for a lot of the comedy shows. So there was boxes of rubber cunts all over the place.
Yeah.
And
Off stage and on stage, huh?
thank you. Mm-hmm. I used to pull a chicken out of my ass at the end of the show. And Sam Tripoli gave me a fleshlight, and I had it around for a while. I used to keep my toothbrushes in it, and then someone yelled at me.
Yeah.
They go, "You can't have things that you fuck in your mouth." And I'm saying, "You've never seen my ex. She used to shit with the door open with her legs straight and do this Rapunzel thing where
Off the ground?
No, she'd stand bow-legged over the toilet and then try and not have the shit break off before it hit the water. So it looked like a kangaroo tail into the water. She used to eat her own.
That's impressive.
She eat her own pantyhose to give it that tug.
Right.
But yeah, I totally think you and your girlfriend should do heroin together and go to the strip club. I'm thinking
Only if you'll babysit us.
I'd totally take care of you.
Right.
I've hit women before.
Good.
But that was just to stay hard, though. No, they actually encouraged it. I got punched in the face by a girl while I was inside of her.
Really?
I was dating her.
Have you seen? It's like the first episode of Californication that happens.
Well, that's the thing. She was heavily into BDSM.
Right.
Like, not like into the fashion. She was into it for real. She told me that she had to go to the hospital a couple times because of her ex-boyfriend, but it was all consensual.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How do you live up to that?
With a hammer? You don't want to hurt your hands.
Right.
Does your girlfriend have any weird fetish? Does she shit with the door open or
No, she's pretty.
Punched in the
She's
face?
pretty straight laced.
bisexual and straight laced? Mm-hmm. A conservative bi Texan. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
She lived
That's
in-
very Austin.
Yeah. She lived in London for the last 5 years.
Oh, okay.
She was studying there.
What does she do?
She right now is a hostess, but she was studying anthropology there. But
Anthropology, is that dinosaurs?
that's cultures, the culture of dinosaurs.
Anthropologists.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like ancient cultures and cities and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my education, like, oddly enough, I was on a scholarship. I got a scholarship to a school, a college. And I never graduated high school. I was actually asked to leave.
Wow.
After going into my 5th year of high school, my principal called me and says, look, you need 36 credits to graduate. You've got 22 and you're coming up on year 5. And I go, well, I'm not really prepared to do anything. It's partly your responsibility. So 6 months later, I burned the school down with a can of gas.
Is that right?
Yeah. Parkview Secondary School is just a parking lot now.
Yeah.
Are we recording? Lucas, you are a fiery guest. It's like a heavy petting zoo. Has anyone noticed him just checking for stubble the whole time?
Yeah.
You're like a cricket, just rubbing your legs together.
Yeah.
I can't wait to exploit you on the road. I have a sneaking suspicion, Lucas, we're going to be doing some shows together in exotic locations.
Like a zoo?
Like a zoo. No, like out of the United States.
That'd be great.
That would be great. We'll test you in Canada
Perfect.
in September.
I can't wait to bomb in other countries.
No, you're going to be great. Like I said, you're one of my favorite things I've seen in this city so far as far as comedians go. And landing on your feet on episode 500. Watch episode 500. It's a fucking barn burner of a show. It was so great, right?
Yeah.
Even last night was
Yeah,
up
that was
the par.
great.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited for you guys because it's like there's when you spend a lot of time in your career doing everything by yourself, and now there's this platform that you can get on and really polarize where you stand.
Yeah.
And what you are capable of.
Yeah.
Are you sleeping?
Sleep in general? Yeah. I'm just listening. I am more of a listener than a talker.
I know.
So that's why podcasts are kind of difficult
Yeah.
for me.
I'm doing this because it's difficult.
Right.
I'm struggling.
I know.
With myself.
I am enjoying this. So
I am too.
Okay.
The audience is turned off like 10 minutes ago.
right.
But
I'm surprised they lasted that long.
I need to communicate with other awkward folks so that I can adjust myself to be a
Right.
better conversation.
I got you.
This is practice.
Right.
So why would you practice with somebody who just can talk freely? I've talked to you enough times to know that this was going to be totally awkward.
Good.
Yeah, I invited it. Have you seen my show?
This show?
No, this my stand-up
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
it's,
Unfortunately, I have.
it's terrifying.
Yeah.
You're blushing because you know that I terrorize people
Yeah.
on the stage
Yeah.
and off the stage every day. But anybody who's been kind of like ostracized from society for being whatever, I think people bond to me as a performer because I take it out on society.
Right. And everyone's against society.
Everybody should be against society because there is no society.
Yeah.
This is all hallucination. None of this has happened. And I really like to tell everybody now where they can find you perform.
Instagram's probably the best way.
Oh, you just do stand-up shows on Instagram?
Okay.
what
Okay.
gigs?
Live performances. I run a show here called The Main Course. It's at Santa Cruz Theater.
How do I get on that show? Oh, is that all yours? I was wondering why you kept posting that same flyer, but it's your gig. Whose face is all twisted on the plate?
It's a random guy from this comic website that I found, comic book website.
Okay, and is his head on a plate?
It is. It's on a platter, with a microphone. So he is the main course.
That originally was going to be my album cover idea.
Is that
I was going to get a green screen the rest of my body out, and then makeup, and it was going to be a silver platter with a kind of a Last Supper, kind of a family dinner with my head on a plate with a microphone.
Oh wow,
yeah. But I opted for Boomer's Asshole. We went with Boomer's Asshole.
Right.
You
gotta stick with the classics.
Thanks for watching my movie, by the way. 10 minutes of it.
10 minutes into it, yeah.
No, I don't expect anybody to watch it, but the fact that a couple of people have come up and said that they've gone out of their way to watch it is cool. It's fun.
Yeah. I plan on finishing it, so I'll let you know next year once I get through it all.
Thank you, because we got to pick up this conversation where we left off, this sinking ship that we've gotten on. On the internet, where can people find you?
Instagram's probably the best way.
Instagram is the best way.
Because it's just, that is the hub, and then you can link it to everything else.
Yeah.
So
and when you're going to put out a stand-up special in some form or another?
Oh,
that'll be... You've got 40 minutes, right?
I've got about 15 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah. That I feel comfortable putting out
respect, because that there's guys out there that say they got 45 and they've got 20.
Right.
You've got jokes.
Thank you.
You've got hard. Actually, contrary to this conversation, you got a bit of a filthy mouth.
Yeah.
It's not gross like mine. Mine's very guttural filth, but you do say a lot of.
Yeah, I say pussy a lot.
You say pussy a lot. You like saying pussy.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to say.
Pussy's fun.
Yeah.
Boomer's Asshole is not. That's not
as
a
fun.
good one.
Yeah, I've experienced both, and I would say pussy is a little better.
Boomer's Asshole. You're the only person that didn't shudder because it's so gaping.
Right. Well, it seemed more like it was like hidden by. I thought it was going to be a direct angle into it, so you could like see the heartbeat.
Yeah.
But it was just more to the side and.
There's a dangly nut thing going on.
Right.
He says he's got a botched circumcision scar.
Oh, okay.
It looks like someone like tack hammered a piece of bologna to a chicken wing.
Right. It's just like still halfway hanging on.
I don't know, but I know when he runs or rides his bike, there's a whistling noise coming out of his pants. And it might be that flap of skin.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on the show, Lucas.
Thanks for having me.
I'm looking forward to seeing you up on stage again, and myself. July 1st at the Vulcan Theater, the Jason Rouse and the Young Canadians show.
Oh, awesome.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. And check out Spare Parts, the movie, not the one with George Lopez.
Right. I almost rented the wrong one.
They're both scary.
Yeah.
And I got a special coming out. I don't know when. It'll be before Halloween. I recorded a stand-up special in Denmark like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I've been sitting on it waiting for the clubs to open up entirely so that I can use that to get some more live gigs.
Yeah.
And that's about it. One more cheers before we go.
Cheers.
That was Jason Rouse's safe word. Oh, do you and your girlfriend have a safe word?
It's keep going, please.
Keep going, please. Mine is, no, I was going to say something terrible. we'll save it for next time. Thanks for listening, everybody. We're going to figure this out eventually. This was a rehearsal,
Okay, good.
but thanks for paying attention. That's it.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. See all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe word with Jason Rouse.